It's Project for Awesome time again, which means you're all hearing about some really incredible and well-deserving charities. I'm going to add to that pile by telling you a little bit about Minus18, which is an Australian charity which helps young LGBTQIA+ people to feel safe and supported while we grow up in a world that often makes us feel the opposite of that. But why take one queer teen's word for it when you could be hearing from a bunch of queer teens telling you why you should vote for Minus18 to receive a cut of the funds from this year's Project for Awesome.
Minus18 provides mental health support and inclusive spaces to help prevent young queer people from feeling isolated. For a while, we can step out of school and family spaces, which can so often feel threatening, and step into spaces like Minus18's queer formals and pride parties, currently held online, of course. These are places where kids can meet other people their age who they can feel comfortable and open around, where they can get to be themselves, often after long periods of hiding.
Minus18 is also an educational tool for schools. They run student workshops which inform students on the importance of inclusivity through teaching everything from the basics of sexuality and gender to youth forums to LGBTQIA+ youth leadership. These workshops educate on the barriers that queer young people face, share personal stories and ways that students can support their LGBT peers, just to name a few. Students can hear from queer presenters and find out ways to get further mental health support, which is so important when you're feeling alone and like you can't share what you're experiencing.
They have workshops for teachers, teaching them how to create inclusive classrooms by giving them practical tools and talking about their lived experiences, as well as the knowledge they need to support trans and gender diverse students. They discuss the barriers and discrimination, which in turn gives teachers a way to break down these barriers. These workshops help teachers create spaces where LGBTQIA students feel seen and looked after, in the same way that is always given to their heterosexual cisgender peers. Their workshops have been described as what should be the first step to bringing inclusion into schools.
Minus18 also runs multiple campaigns which Australian schools are more and more frequently participating in. Wear It Purple Day is a day to stand up against LGBT-directed bullying in schools and celebrate diversity and the value of each and every LGBT+ person. They also promote Trans Awareness Week, as educating on trans identities and helping people understand how to support their trans friends and peers. Their website hosts articles on a wide range of topics for queer people and their family and friends, like talking about what it means to be non-binary, how to support a child who has just come out, how to make queer friends, how to deal with an unsupportive family during quarantine, what to do if you've been outed and coping with dysphoria, among many, many others. These articles give young queer people a hub to get answers to so many of the questions that they might be asking themselves and feeling stressed or scared of.
Minus18 is in itself a safe and welcoming place for LGBT Australian teens. The importance of having the knowledge that there are other people like you out there and wanting to support you cannot be stressed enough. The work Minus18 does to uplift and empower can make an exponential difference to a person's experience of growing up queer.
So there you have it. Minus18 does such vital work and they need our support to keep doing it. This charity is so important to so many young queer Australians, and if nothing else, I just hope that if you fit into that category, you now know that there are people out there to support you. But please do consider voting for Minus18. And thank you for watching this video. Happy P4A, and don't forget to be awesome.